Anyway, so our next speaker comes from China. This is Mrs. Betty Fang from Seed Studio. I saw their press announcement yesterday. They are doing a lot of things, many solutions. So we'll see in particular what they are doing, of course, with LoRaWAN on edge computing. So please, Mrs. Betty Fang, come on stage. Welcome.
That's right. I think I might.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Which one is for, okay. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. It's so nice to meet you guys. My name is Betty Fan, and I'm the Global Business Development and Sales Consultant from Seed Studio. Before I start my 10 minutes on stage time, I do want to give a big shout out to all the staff and everyone from LoRa Alliance for picking up this amazing event. So I know we still have probably around 3 hours left, but can we just put out a round of applause to appreciate them? Thank you guys so much. Alrighty, so what I want to talk about today is that a little bit stories, a little bit chill time for you guys, so you can kick off your shoes and relax a little bit. So Seed Studio actually started to get into the LoRaWAN technology and LoRaWAN world starting from 2018. And when we first discovered the technology, it was a perfect solution for our, at the time, smart agriculture projects. And with the long range of transmissions and also the low power consumptions that can be powered, everything can be powered by batteries, and especially also like the cost effectiveness. So we jumped right in to develop our own product line, which is called SenseCat products. And looking back from now, that we're surprised like how narrowly and how small we think the technology would evolve. Over the years with the thrive of the technology and also the ecosystem, we were able to see a lot of what we thought as atypical user demand from different verticals. For example, like apartment buildings. But this is not apartment buildings for human beings. These are for chickens. So in traditional poultry farmings, like living condition of the chickens are very bad. There's always high temperature, humidity. The anemia levels gas are always high. So the chickens are stressed out. And in this case, the ventilations of the farm is very important. But with the layout and design of the farm, like the chickens going around and then they're cooped up one place and the other, it's really hard for the farmers to find out whether the ventilation is going effective or not. And thus the sensors are needed. But traditional wired sensors are very hard, it's unsafe, it's hard to deploy and maintenance. And when it comes to Bluetooth or Wi-Fi or 4G sensors, in this case, it's very, either it's not very stable on the connectivities or it's too costly for the big farm layout. So when our partners introduced LoRaWAN sensors, wireless sensors to the farmers, they're thrilled. And as you can see on the side, that's an actual heat map that our partner was able to do for the local chicken farms. And from here, all the red dots you can see, they're all, each one of them is a sensor. And from that, you can directly recognize which fan you should take on. And in this case, the fourth floor, the fourth layer's chicken on the side needs to be cooled down immediately. So with that being said, this is a great start to kick off everything. And we're starting to tackle more and more issues on the chicken farm. And surprisingly, it turns out the chicken farm process is more complex and more difficult than we thought it would be. But with the help of our software and system integrators professionalized in this field, we slowly added anemia sensors, light sensors, indoor air pressure sensors, wind sensors, and cameras inside. And then later on, we put edge computing devices, our PLC controller. So the farmers can now not only see the data, they know exactly what to do after they see the data. Or even better, they can just automatically run controls over that. And that's exactly what Seed is looking to provide to our customers, which is an advanced precision systems. And our end goal for this is to provide to our customers what we call make sense from the sensors. So you can see from the wide range of our LoRaWAN sensors, you can directly push the data to the cloud, or with a little bit help of edge computing devices, you can do a little bit analyze and send the data, like the result data, to the cloud, or maybe just go directly to like downlink control. But in this case, for large scalable deployment, we all know it's so hard to put all the pieces together and have them work perfectly. So we think, why don't we put something compact together and mix up and combine all of the functions? And that's when we have the LoRa and Edge multifunctional devices. So there are 3 main series of that. The first one, I'm sure some of you are already familiar with, is our SenseCap A1101 AI Vision LoRaWAN sensor. So it has an AI embedded camera on the top. What it does is that it takes a picture of the surroundings or like the cameras, via the cameras. And then based on the different AI model is trained and deployed on the devices, it's able to do things like people detection or people counting, object detection, and then maybe like in this case, meter detection, like traditional meter transformations. And the second one product line we have is NVIDIA based. So we're one of the 20 elite partners of NVIDIA boxes. And in this case, we have the advantage of accessing and making NVIDIA Jetson or Ring series products. And for those, it's similar to the AI vision sensors because they're mostly used on video detections. But in this case, we also added on the LoRaWAN like communication functionalities of it. So what it's able to do now is that it can detect like heavy loaded computing. So for example, if we want to do real-time intruders detections, or if we want to do traffic detections, or maybe like people flow detections, we're able to do the calculations and computing on edge, and then push the data via LoRaWAN on the next stage. And the last but not least, as the long-term Raspberry Pi partners, we have of course, our LoRaWAN technologies embedded in our industrial IoT product as well. As you can see here, we have the PLC product and we have the HMI product, and these are all equipped with LoRaWAN functionalities. That being said, here are some successful use cases that we have deployed. So the first one is a winery use cases that use our sensors, and it was able to save the power, like the water consumption and water efficiencies for the farm. And the second one is very interesting. We have this fun project with a pig farm in Netherlands, and what they do is they do live stream pig observations, I guess. So you can see the living condition of the pig, and when you're live streaming the pig, you have a little button on the side and you can click on feed. So there's a little tube over there and you'll drop food for the pig to eat. So it's a very fun little project. And also our Vision AI products are also used in Italy for car dealership, like warehouses, theft prevention. We have a little bit patrol robots project in South Korea. And then we have the fruit packing devices serving for like a local factory for like a traditional to make improvement on the fruit packing process using our HMI. And last but not least, we have the weather monitoring for this is a wind power plant farm. So feel free to go ahead and scan the QR code on the top. We have our catalogs over there, so you can know a little bit more about what we can offer. And on a personal note, today is actually my work anniversary in Seed Studio. It's been a blast working with our company. So if anybody's interested in joining the company, please welcome to scan the little note over there. And that being said, thank you guys so much for your attention. I'll either meet you at the market booth at 25 or the next event in Tokyo. Thank you so much.